And we're back.
We are.
Yes. We're back today with something with the most Italian sounding name for a product that comes from the Philippines. It is, Senor Germano. It's his, well, could be hers, chili sauce in olive oil.
Indeed.
Now, I didn't know quite what to make of that. Okay, chili sauce in olive oil. It seems like a possibly something in translation there.
Yeah, I think probably the closest thing to sort of looking at the product in the bottle and looking at the ingredients. It's a hot oil,
Yeah.
effectively.
And it's also been sent to torture me. Those that have watched the channel for a while will know sometimes I struggle to get the old, what do they call it? Bottle cap.
Peely liddy things.
Peely things off. This one, it has a knot. Wow. Okay, right. In this impenetrable fortress of a jar, we have fresh chilies. It's really simple, this one. Fresh chilies, garlic, olive oil, seasoning, sugar, and iodized salt.
Excellent.
Short list.
So I think the description's kind of giving it a little bit. It's kind of saying crunchy and spicy at the same time, which could be quite interesting. So, just where you might have caught sight of the number on the top of this. So this is the third of this week's videos from the viewer poll.
But what's confusing is it's number 3, but it's actually
Number 2.
number 2.
So yeah, so we had 3 numbers selected. We had 2, 5 and 6. We've already done 5 and 6.
Yep.
So this is number 2, and the only reason we're doing it the way we have is kind of in order of heat.
Well, there's that, and when you're dealing with oils, sometimes they can coat your mouth a little bit if you're just eating them straight out the jar.
It takes a little bit more than a few minutes and a drink to take away, doesn't it?
So, this is like Star Wars. Almost there. Almost there.
Yay, look at you.
Yeah.
Not completely beaten by a piece of wax string.
Oh my good grief. So as well as the string and this rather attractive little cap, we've now got plastic. They were making sure this one was not going to leak, weren't they?
Yeah, but it shows care in packaging.
Yeah. And if it's made in the Philippines,
Yeah,
and it's all the way here.
exactly, and there's no leaks. So not only does it look pretty, it's functional.
I don't know if we can show. No, there's no gap. Well, there is a gap, but I mean, can you see through that? No, it's tiny. So let's loosen it up a bit, because at the moment it looks like everything is sunk, like all the solids in there.
Yeah, so it's always a good thing if you've got a jar of chili oil, before you use it, when you open your jar up, give it a bit of a stir.
Yeah, don't shake it if you've opened it. Bad idea. No, because you'll get little red spots everywhere.
Yeah, but no, give it a good stir beforehand, and then you can make sure that you
So,
get all of the goodies all the way through.
That's what it looks like. It's like a very dark sort of burgundy, really.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Now the final test. Can I get the lid off? He's only gone and done it. Look at that. Right.
Yep. 3 layers of protection you got there.
Well,
It's a beautifully dark, sort of rich colour, like you said,
Yeah.
isn't it?
have a sniff of that. Ooh.
Oh wow! That is just like it's that roasted garlic smell, isn't it, that comes through with that? So, not immediately getting the chilies, getting the olive oil.
Now, funnily enough, when you make a chili oil, you actually put the oil in a pan and fry the ingredients in the oil.
Yeah.
To basically infuse it properly. You don't just put the ingredients into a jar of cold oil because you don't get the flavour. So as it's cooking, you're getting that fried roasted garlic.
Yeah.
You're getting the the chilies are cooking off. The sugar will caramelise a little bit, and it makes for a much nicer ingredient.
It's a lot more, it brings out kind of like the umami part of it, doesn't it? But like you said, it brings out the natural sugars in the garlic.
Sounds like a football chant, that, doesn't it?
What,
umami, umami. So we'll be trying these with the Chase the Heat tasting spoon, available from johnnyscoville.com. A link down in the old description.
Yeah. So I think this is one I'm not going to try to hold a spoonful of this up, just because oh wow, it is actually, the texture is quite crunchy. But yeah, I'm not going to try and hold a spoonful of this up. Well, I might actually. There we go. So look, that is the goodie. So I gave it a little bit of a stir beforehand. So I've got some oil at the bottom, but it does describe it as crunchy.
So
right, let's give this a go. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice. It's actually a little bit milder than I was expecting it to be.
well,
Which isn't a bad thing at all, but you get all those, and it is, bearing in mind that this has been sat in a liquid. It's still got real crunch to it.
that's because it was cooked.
I know, but things can soften when they're in liquid, even after they've been cooked. But that's got a real crunch to it, and you get all these like little bits of like the garlic and the chilli as you bite into it. The olive oil itself gives a little bit of flavour, but it's not overpowering. I'm actually not finding it too greasy around my mouth either. There is definitely salt in there. You know, when you bite into little crunchy bits, it is like salt, and you're going to hate me for saying this, but it's got that sort of savoury umami thing, a bit like dry roasted peanuts, kind of salt and seasoning. But I quite like that.
So, what do you use chili oil for? Chili oil, in South Asia, Southeast Asia, is quite a common condiment. So if you were roaming around China, for example, you would find that you'd have a chili oil instead of a bottle of ketchup on the table, and it's fairly widely used. Lots of people make it in that region of the world because it is so widely used. So what do you use it for? Well, let's say you've got a dish, whatever it happens to be, whether it's vegan, vegetarian, carnivorous.
A nice bowl of pho.
Sorry?
A nice bowl of pho.
Don't tell me to do what. So yeah, imagine you've got like a big plate of chow mein, or like you say, bowl of pho, maybe some satay, that kind of stuff, and you just think it needs a little bit more punch, a little bit more flavour. You will find that chili oils like that are quite common. They'll be next to a bottle of rice vinegar or black vinegar.
Yep.
And you add it to stuff just to flavour it to your particular taste.
It's like salt and pepper on the table in a restaurant.
So why don't we have more of this over here? Because you know, I'm pretty sure that whatever your particular tasting food is, you occasionally have noodles, Chinese food, or Asian, Thai, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We should have more of this over here. So definitely look into getting yourself a jar. Taste is great. Lots of garlic, lots of chilli, lots of cat just off screen.
Or on screen. Hello.
And it's simple, but it's so tasty. It really is. No, you won't like it, Kat. No, seriously, it won't go with Felix. So, heat for you?
I would probably say half at the most for me.
Yeah, about the same.
Enough to know there's something there.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a chili burn, but I think if you put, you know, a decent few spoons over something,
Yeah.
you'd probably find that not only would you add texture, but you'd add some heat.
Yeah. So I could see myself even using that. You know, sometimes you can get salads that are made with sort of cold bean sprouts and rice noodles, the very fine rice noodles.
Yeah.
Maybe some like Chinese leaf and stuff like that. So you've got all those different textures. A little bit of that drizzled over that kind of salad, I think would be...
Papaya salad,
Yeah.
mango salad, anything. You know, it doesn't have to be... right, oh God, she's found the string. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, you know, sort of meat-based or whatever. There's loads of dishes. South Asia is... Well, Asia is just enormous, and the variety of dishes you can get is just mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. So,
Try it with some of your favourites.
yeah.
Could take it to a whole new level.
So yeah, that's available from hotheads.com, hot-heads.com, link down in the description. I think heat for a normal person, probably a 1. Yeah, it's not scary, anyone can eat it. A bit like the cat's trying to eat the paperwork on my desk. But I think that's quite enough from us for now. So, thank you ever so much for watching.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Take care.
And we'll see you in the next one.